And we're back with the third game of the night. Bully Boys take on Underdogs in the first of a double header of this matchup.
Yeah.
And this will be an interesting matchup here. Two teams both fighting in the middle of the division, both currently in playoff spots. Underdogs a bit lower than I think people would have expected.
Yeah.
Obviously, a game in hand.
Well, yeah, Underdogs currently sat in 7th. They haven't actually got playoff secured yet, but it's going to be certainly an uphill battle for Old Gent Association to top them.
Yeah, I mean, Heretics, I'm not sure when they're mathematically eliminated. They might already be, to be honest, with that loss to Pivo. But OGA are the only team with a real chance to do it, and even then it's going to be difficult. So Underdogs should be safe, but to make sure, they've got to win these games.
It's a Cap subbing in for Underdogs today.
Yep. Oh. And I hope they're aware that he can only be used once. I did say that to them, but
yeah.
Okay, yeah, they know. It's all good.
Yeah.
I wonder who
they have 4 different subs for today. Wow.
Damn.
Do they have 4 games?
I tell you what, that's an interesting predicament for them. It would be really a shame if they end up missing out on playoffs because they lose games here today, because especially in Pro Division, it's not easy to play with a sub.
Yeah.
Now, here we go. Game underway. And oh dear, the colours are not exactly brilliant. Oh dear, the colours are very bad. For the first period, we're just going to have to deal with it. The slightly lighter yellow, and there is a slight difference, is Underdogs. The slightly darker yellow is Bully Boys. Unfortunately, it's going to be very hard to tell for this first period.
Well, you've got to say, if Bully Boys can keep up how they played against Pivo last game, it's going to be a very hard game for Underdogs.
Yeah, without a doubt. If they can match their previous performance, then they should. I mean, Underdogs with a sub as well. Like, they should be able to win this, although early passing here, looking good for Underdogs.
Well, there's been a lack of pressure from Bully Boys. I think Sweatsy and Alpi have both had it behind the net, basically free to do what they want on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, and hopefully Bully Boys can work that out quickly. Oception makes a little mistake there. Uncharacteristic considering how experienced he is, but just a little mistake. Could have cost him. Didn't though, thankfully for him. Here's Sweatsy playing it back for Cap. And Foos launches a long one, and in it goes straight away. No one back at all for Underdogs. Khosty and Cap, both the furthest back players, both very high push, and straight into the back of the net. Underdogs down one early here, and that's not really how they would have wanted to start. Foos pressuring Khosty. And again, that's the type of thing where you feel like if they had all 4 of them in, they'd be able to better communicate. Yeah, unfortunately, Jonsler, I didn't check the colours before I started, so this first period is going to be very difficult to tell who's who. But I will change it for the second period. Here's Dimmy again, aggressively pushing. Oception back for David. And Bully Boys now, I mean, the difference that scoring an early goal like that makes is so much for a team, because especially if you have a goalkeeper like David, where you can afford to play defensively because he's such a good goalkeeper. The difference that can make is huge, because they can now, relax a little, just take a little bit of pressure off.
Yeah.
Here's Sweatsy. Pressure by Oception. Back to Khosty. Foos with good pressure. But Cap wins it there. Good job by Cap. Dimmy's got it now. Dimmy is the danger man for this Bully Boys side. And what can he do here? Forces Khosty across the other side. He plays across for Sweatsy. Sweatsy, a player who's probably the most underrated in the league. And Alpi there. Lovely pass by Cap. Looking very, very confident filling in there. Alpi just guides that in with his head. Lovely job by him. Don't worry, guys. 2.5 minutes left, and then I'll change the kits. Here's David. Up for Foos. Good pass there. Getting it out under pressure. Dimmy pressuring Khosty. Oception now pressures him. Good job by Oception. Puts it in the middle. Can Dimmy not quite get on it? But back to Oception. Can Oception play it around now? Yes, he can. Finds Foos. Back to Oception. Nice play here. And Oception tried to get around the net, but couldn't. Here's Alpi. Again, Foos on the pressure. Dimmy catches it. Dimmy tries to maybe find Foos there. Hard to tell what he was trying to do, but looked like he went for a little play to Foos. Bounce back for David. David back to Oception. Oception. Wanted Foos, but just puts it too far ahead of him.
Well, looking at this underdog side, it's Alpi who's likely going to be the danger man up front. He's sat 7th on goals in the...
Oh yeah, Alpi has been the goal scorer for this team so far. And has done very well at it. Here's Cap. Cap skies that one. It'd be interesting to know what's the situation with their 5th player. If I remember correctly, Jiri Visecki has played most of their games with them.
Yeah, apparently, I think they said Jiri wasn't available at some point.
Fair enough. I haven't seen him play for a while, to be honest, although I'm not sure when the last time I cast an Underdogs game was.
I think Avoliax played a fair few games as well.
Yeah, I've seen him more. Much less experienced player, though.
Yeah.
Foos, good pressure again. Oception wins off Sweatsy there. Back to Kasantin. Foos has it. Oh, and Foos just let the puck get away from him there. A really good opportunity for them to go 2-1 up just before this period ends, but couldn't make it work. Good defensive effort there, but Alpi finds a way through. And how quickly it changes. Looked like Foos would get Bully Boys a lead, but just seconds later, it's gone back the other way, and it's Alpi bagging the lead for Underdogs.
Well, even with a sub, I'd say it's been mostly Underdogs this period.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Bully Boys have looked good at times. They've had some nice possessions, but no, it's definitely been more on the side of Underdogs. But
yeah,
close as Foos there. Oh, nearly. Would have been a difficult shot to pull off, but he nearly did it. Here's Dimmy. Now Kasantin. Now Foos. And in 15 seconds time the period will end and you'll be able to see who's who. David playing up very aggressively here. Here's Sweatsy. Pressure by David. Backs away. Back to Cap. Pressure by Dimmy. Came close, but no cigar.
I think this Underdogs team is probably a very hard team to sub into. They play very well together. They have a lot of quick passing.
And they've played together a lot. Yeah, they've played
Yes.
together a lot. Bearing in mind, Sweatsy and Kasantin, played on the original Underdogs team back in Season 5 of Slap 1. One entry division together there. So this team, a lot of experience playing, not just playing the game, but playing together. Definitely right in saying, yeah, not the easiest team to sub into. And here we go. We should
I think
have.
Cap's had a good performance.
Yeah. Cap has done well. Set up that nice first goal to Alpi. Did well there. Right, should be much easier to tell the teams apart now. Bully Boys in red, Underdogs in yellow. There we go. David and Sweatsy on the face-off. We've got ourselves a close matchup here, I think. David takes it to start. It's right in the middle. Oh, and Dimmy just can't quite get onto it. Nice setup there, but no cigar at the end. Here's Cap. No one on the end of that pass. And somehow Sweatsy finds a way to get it to Alpi, but those two pair so nicely. And Dimmy there, brilliant stop.
You've got to think, it took Sweatsy quite a while just to get that shot off. If he could have got that off quite a bit sooner, it was basically an open.
Oh yeah, if he could have, it just felt like maybe a little bit of a hesitation, and if he could have got a shot off before that, it would have been almost guaranteed. Here's Sweatsy again, who's looked so good already this game. Makes some nice moves there to get open, but pushes it wide left. Now Kasantin. Up to Alpi. Alpi tries a long shot. David. Underdogs looking good right now. Creating chances. Sweatsy doing a lot of the damage. Here's Foos. He puts it in the middle. Kasantin clears that away. Now Kasantin again. Here's Sweatsy. And Alpi. And what a stop by David there. Dimmy coming in to help. Here's Cap putting up in the air. All the pressure coming from Underdogs right now.
Yeah. A good start to the period from Bully Boys, but Underdogs for the last minute or so have just been able to sweep away with it and just keep the puck.
Yeah, they need to get some pressure of their own here, Bully Boys. Otherwise, this is going to get very wrong very quickly. Here's Cap. He can't get it out before pressure comes to him, but Sweatsy picks it up. Now Sweatsy again. Going for the wraparound. Dimmy, good job there, clearing away. Good leadership there in front of net by Dimmy, just coming in, clearing that away. Here's Dimmy again. No one on the end of that except for Cap. Plays up to Sweatsy. And Dimmy again. David runs it towards zone net there. Very risky by David. He now tries to find Foos. Foos pressures Alpi.
Oh, David dashes past it. Dimmy suckily back. And...
David. Sweatsy to Alpi. It's Oception pressured, but Dimmy gets it out. Santin gets it now. Dimmy with an opportunity there, but wide to the right. They've missed a couple of those sort of long snipes on open nets, and they're definitely going to regret that. Here's Dimmy.
See, that is how they got their first goal, Bully Boys.
Yeah, 100%. Foos clearing it away on a pass across. Foos there. If he could have put it on the far post, could have had a goal. But put it on the near post, and Casantin was ready and waiting. Dimmy to Oception. Oh no, Cap with a run. Foos stops it and it clears it away. How on earth did he stop that? Brilliant saves here from Bully Boys, but brilliant saves don't win you games, unfortunately. Here's Foos in the middle. Ooh, very close.
Well, brilliant saves from Foos, though. It's not who you'd expect. He's David and Oception are the two defenders. And...
yeah, he pushed up very aggressively there and nearly punished for it as David makes another save. It's a miracle, really, that it's only 2-1.
Yeah.
Underdogs absolutely on top here, applying all the pressure. Here's Dimmy up to Oception. Oception hesitated, waited too long. Let Alpi get a touch on it. Here's Alpi. Pressure by Oception again. Back to Cap. Cap onto Alpi's stick. Dimmy clears it away. Dimmy has done so well defensively here today. Cleared away a lot of dangerous stuff in front of net. Alpi can't quite get the shot off. David plays up, but here's Alpi again onto Sweatsy's stick. Oception takes it.
This Bully Boy team has 12 saves combined and only conceded 2 goals.
Yeah, I mean, they've done well considering, but
yeah,
it's not going to last forever. And as I say that, exactly what I say. You cannot just defend forever. Alpi plays up to Sweatsy. Sweatsy, difficult save to shot to save there. And it's 3-1 now for Underdogs. And bear in mind, this is a double header. Round to Alpi. That means these two teams are playing again straight after. As David clears that one away. Now Foos. Now Oception. Alpi puts it in the middle. And a Cap there, given an open net. And it's starting to crumble here for Bully Boys. Starting to get desperate.
Yeah.
You see there, David just obviously looking for Dimmy, but not really looking at all. Puts it straight on Cap's stick. And that's probably the easiest goal Cap has ever scored.
Yeah.
Dimmy bouncing back for Oception. Oception playing up past Cap. Back to Casantin. Now in the second period there. It's hard to see what Bully Boys can do to dig themselves out of this. No real signs of life so far from them. The occasional attack, but...
sort of resurgent Underdogs performance from previous week, getting mercy twice. And
yeah.
Even with a Sarwich, Underdogs are showing what they are capable of. And
yeah, and I mean, you got to remember, for the next game, Cap won't be in this lineup. Looks like BBO taking a little pep talk here. Cap won't be playing for the next game because of the rules saying he can only play as an emergency agent once a week, and you can only play for each team once per season. Meaning, now that Cap has played for them, he can no longer play for them this season. Just waiting for Bully Boys here.
yeah, I wonder if we'll see any drastic changes from Bully Boys now. They've got to get 3 goals back in this last period. That's certainly doable.
Yeah, it's difficult to see what they can do. Yeah. They're playing very defensive because they kind of have to, but they need to get the puck up the rink a bit more. And I feel like stuff like that from Foos, just dumping the puck away, they need to avoid that.
Yeah.
Underdogs do a good job of keeping the puck as Cap nails one in the bottom corner. 5-1.
I think it's an underdog teams that they've been very much able to play to their strength. They like to pass it around, and Bully Boys just laying off them has allowed them to keep the puck for the majority of the game.
Yeah, they need to break up some of this long passing, and the way they do that is get up in Underdogs' faces, but so far they haven't been able to do it, and they just have not looked... I know, they don't look like they know what to do. No one pressuring Sweatsy there, given loads of space. Round to Khosty. Khosty onto Sweatsy's stick. Dimmy to Foos. Foos again. Now Cap back to Sweatsy. Sweatsy taking his time with it, back to Khosty. This is what Underdogs do really well. High percentage plays. They don't waste the puck. Sweatsy then, he didn't have anything to do with it, so instead of just taking a sort of silly, low percentage shot, he passed it back to Khosty, reset the play. It's just allowed him to maintain possession. Timmy trying to drive it in, and here's another shot. Bully Boys trying so desperately to get on the board, but Foos clears that behind his own net. David needs to play it out now, but it's Cap there to stop it.
So pretty much every pass Bully Boys are trying to get is just straight into an Underdog's plan.
Yeah, they're really not connecting on much at all. And you see it again there as Alpi wrestles that one off Dimmy, but David has it now in front of net, putting it across for Foos, puts it top corner, lovely finish, lovely pass. David has really been such a playmaker all over the rink here, usually in net, but came out of net there to set up that 5-2. Bully Boys certainly not out if they can keep that up. And as I say that, again, there's no one on Cap there. The Cap's given a lot of space to work with. Cap's a good enough player where that's all the space he needs. I mean, he get more pressure from Sweatsy there from anyone on Bully Boys. And if they're going to give him that much space, like, David's a good keeper, don't get me wrong, but you can't make saves like that if you give Cap that much space to work with. Here's Dimmy. Dimmy putting it across for Foos. He's had luck already today, but that time it's not on target. Another one in front of net there. Bully Boys looking better now. Oh yeah, wait, Lallaren, if you're in chat, I think there's like a pretty good couple games in intermediate division coming up. Yeah, there's 2 in a row. If you want to stream them.
It's been a very impressive performance from Cap. Came in as a sub, he scored a hat-trick, sort of say.
Yeah, definitely.
Going into the game, I think I'd say Bully Boy's first goal was probably his fault, but he certainly made up. And
he assists another one there. Lovely pass by him. Good vision. Straight onto Alpi's stick. And it's a nice easy goal for Alpi. 7-2, and unfortunately Bully Boys scored that goal, and it looked for, like, I don't know.
Like they had a chance to come back, but...
Yeah, it looked like they had a little bit of energy, maybe a little bit of momentum. And unfortunately, 2 goals in quick succession for Underdogs has really killed that.
It was a surprise performance at 21-30.
Well, I'm not going to lie, given that we already know that Underdogs have 4 subs.
I think we can work out.
Yeah, we can work out.
Especially if they're playing Raccoon Rampage at that time, there's got to be...
Yeah.
Might be some connection there.
Maybe. Here's Foos trying to chase up. Khosty clears that away. Now back to Oception. But Sweatsy wins it again. I don't know, man. Bully Boys, it's hard to... Like I said at the start of the second period, they obviously need to change something, but it's hard to see what they need to change. Underdogs have just outperformed them.
Yeah, I think Bully Boys, they've kind of let Underdogs play their game for them.
Oh, and finally there. Minute 15 left. But no, you're 100% right. They've let Underdogs play the game. They haven't really put much pressure on any of the Underdogs players. Haven't forced any mistakes. The few mistakes they have had, they really haven't capitalised on. They've sort of sat back and taken it.
Something you see a lot of great teams do. You have to adapt your game to people you're playing against, and Bully Boys just try to play as they would against most teams. As I say that, David scores.
Yeah, as we say that, it's all of a sudden it looks like the comeback is back on. Meat's back on the menu.
3 goals 1 minute, not impossible.
It's happened. It's happened. Oh, sorry, 4 goal. Oh, Sweatsy there. If the comeback does happen now, Sweatsy's going to be beating himself up. There we go, there's Cap. Up to Sweatsy. All they need to do is hold the puck for as long as possible now, and that's not what they want to do. David just wasting the puck away, though. Nothing for him to do with it. Here's Dimmy. An Oception, keeping the dream alive. 2 goals in 30 seconds. Oception there, a nice little long shot, and again, it's no one in net for Underdogs.
You've got to think, 40 seconds or so on the clock, 3 goals down. You might as well just keep someone in net, just make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, play it safe, and unfortunately, if Sweatsy can just... I'm surprised at Underdogs, really. Given how the last minute of gameplay has gone, I'm surprised Underdogs are taking the risks they are. To be honest, if I were them, I'd give it back to Khosty and just hold it. Looks like Khosty's going to do that now. And, ooh, I mean, if that was intentional, that was a pretty nice play. Here's Sweatsy. Put it in the middle, Foos clears it away, but I'm afraid for Bully Boys. The last game I said the stats didn't reflect how close the game was. This time I think the scoreline doesn't reflect how dominant the game was. Underdogs absolutely controlled the game. Really, Bully Boys never looked like they had a good chance to win it. And that's how it ends. With a 7-2 victory.
Yeah. 7-5.
Sorry, 7-5. I was thinking what it was before they started their little comeback.
Yeah.
We got 6 minutes till the next game. They're playing in the same lobby, I assume. Let's just go to the post-game stats. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if my chat works, by the way. If you can't see this message I'm about to send... Hang on a second. Can you see that message? Okay. Yeah, it's possession there. Look at the passes from Underdogs. Double the passes. And a lot more shots. Well, anyway. Sorry, what were you going to say? Yeah. It's... like I said, the scoreline made it look much closer than it was. It was really not close at all. But anyway, I'm going to go across the pre-game screen here, and in 5 minutes' time, we'll get started with this next game. Oh yeah, it's Underdogs versus Bully Boys, so a repeat of that game, and I'll see you with that in 5. Goodbye.